Aren't I a piece of work? I said I would do a Lima Papa of Half-Life 1, Half-Life 2, or Metro 2033, and here I am doing a Lima Papa of Bravo Lima 2. While also doing one of Borderlands 1 Playthrough 2. Well, how can I resist the temptation? 87 bazillion guns got bazillioner. I mean, look at that. Blue Label Jacobs coach gun right there. Oh, here are my existing character builds. Why do I do this? Why do I have so many? Well, part of it is due to paranoia because in Borderlands 1, my first Morty build, the file got corrupted. It's the only time that's ever happened. But still, I figure the more characters I have built, the more I will not fall prey to that because I'll have lots of backups. Also because this grants me greater breadth in experiencing the game because it never plays out the same way twice. Without sacrificing the depth of the game, of course, also. Alright. So on this Lima Papa, I'm going to go Commando. I do believe. First, let me talk about why I named these characters what I did. Stranger Eon is both a reference to Aeon Flux and the Lovecraft mythos. Mongus is a reference to the Humongous from the Road Warrior. Ripsaw, I think I got that from Redneck Rampage. Hudson is a reference to Hudson from Aliens. And of course it also sounds like Judson, which is a family name, which is part of how I came up with the name Judson Joist. Strider, it seems I always have a character named Strider. That's taken from Strider Hiryu from the Strider series of games, which is based on the Strider series of manga, or manga if you prefer that pronunciation. Thunderhead is taken from Gilius Thunderhead from Golden Axe, the dwarf. I almost always played as Gilius Thunderhead in both the arcade and Genesis versions of Golden Axe. Centionaut. This was my first character build. That is taken from Beyond the Black Rainbow. Very interesting movie. Hickson, a fusion of Hicks and Hudson from Aliens. And Razorback, I think I got that from a Metallica song. Okay, going Commando. I'm going to play as Axton.
So, you want to hear another story, huh? One where the very fate of Pandora hangs in the balance. If not, too bad, I'm telling you anyway. First, there was the vault, an alien prison opened with a mystical key. To the warriors who opened it, the vault was just a container of tentacles and disappointment. They vanished into the wastelands, certain that the vault held no treasure at all. They were wrong. The vault's opening triggered the growth of iridium, a priceless alien element. Soon, the rare and valuable mineral emerged all across Pandora. Its appearance attracted many, including the Hyperion Corporation. They came to Pandora to mine iridium and bring order to the savage planet. Through their excavations, Hyperion uncovered evidence of an even greater vault. Their leader vowed to find it, to use its power to civilize the Borderlands, once and for all. But Hyperion weren't the only ones searching for the next vault's alien power. The call of danger and loot is not so easily resisted. Certain warriors came to Pandora in droves to uncover its hidden secrets. Some would call them adventurers. Others call them fools. But I call them vault hunters. Our story begins with them.
Wrong shoulder.
And with a man named Handsome Jack.
Axton wears his class mod in left-handed configuration even though he shoots right-handed. He should wear it on his left shoulder since he shoots right-handed. I mean, when he uses a rocket launcher, which goes over the shoulder, it would get in the way. I know I'm overthinking. If you're one of my regulars, you already know I do that. I mean, that's what I do. I overanalyze. It's not just a shtick, it's part of who I am. That's just his way of doing a high five. Call me crazy war boys. That driver's perceptiveness was mediocre. Doom 4. It's confirmed that it does not have ADS gameplay, therefore it does not interest me. Axton, he looks like a cross between Michael Biehn and Tom Berenger, circa mid-80s. Mid to late 80s. Centio not. Human forklift. I have a flawless safety record as a forklift operator. I'm not currently a forklift operator, but I was one for a time. If I got to drive a power loader like that for a living, it'd be so awesome.
It's cute that y'all think you're the heroes of this little adventure, but you're not. Welcome to Pandora, kiddos.
A lot of players think Axton is boring and generic, and that's part of the reason why I'm playing as him. I don't see him that way. Also, I played Mordecai in my Lima Papa of Bravo Lima 1. So it would be too obvious for me to go 0. Red Right Hand. There are Red Right Hand print, like handprint symbol type things in Borderlands 1. And I remember during my Let's Play of Borderlands 1, I speculated, well, did they get the idea for that from the song by Nick Cave and the Caveman? And this is as close to a confirmation on that as we currently have available, I guess. I always like to wear brand logo clothing in Borderlands games. In real life, I tend to wear really generic yet utilitarian clothing. Well, see, I like so many of these, it's tough to choose. Hypercolor Bucket Monkey helmet. Bucket head. I think I'll call him Mike. Name him after Michael Bean. Or I might call him Sheldon, because one of my coworkers nicknamed me Sheldon, you know, like Sheldon Cooper, because of my fastidious and hyper-meticulous tendencies. Oh, yeah, I'll go with Mike. Which is fitting because the Mordecai character I used in my BL1 LP, at first I named him Tom, after Tom Berenger. So now I'm naming this guy Mike after Michael Bean. Subject to change, depending on my mood and what movies I've watched recently.
Great, another deadbolt hunter. Handsome Jack's been busy. Wait a minute, you're not dead! Yes! Now I can get off this glacier. Claptrap, your metaphorical ship has finally come in. Allow me to introduce myself. I am a CL4P TP steward bot, but my friends call me Claptrap. Or they would if any of them were still alive, or had existed in the first place. Oh, I've got something for you. Here, take this Echo communicator that I totally didn't loot from one of these corpses.
Steward
bot. With a Class 12 heads-up display, complete with a mini-map. Now, come, friend. Let's get you inside.
Basically another word for protocol droid.
This is great! Now that I've met a mighty bolt hunter, I can finally join the Resistance in Sanctuary, take vengeance against Jack for killing my product line, and repair my central processor so I stop thinking out loud! I wonder what it's like to have a belly button.
I'll explain everything soon, but know this.
You're not missing
You're
much.
alive for a reason, and I am here to help you.
Weren't you in Johnny Mnemonic? I know I said that about her visage as per Bravo Lima 1, 2 also, but I have to drop the references. And I'll find any excuse to do so.
Your ability to walk short distances without dying will be Handsome Jack's downfall.
Oh, and look at this. I'll wait until later to listen to that because this game has ADD. No offense to those of you out there who have ADD. I've worked with people who have ADD, and they're good at doing all the things that I'm not good at. I lean more in the opposite direction. You ever see that movie 9? I'm a lot like 5. I prefer to focus on one thing at a time. Only I prefer to do so with my depth perception intact. People with ADD have a natural aptitude for fast-paced multitasking. I'm not convinced that ADD is a disorder so much as simply a personality preference. And I don't have OCD. I'm obsessive but not compulsive. I can control it. I'm good at organization. I'm good at establishing and maintaining order, but not in the way Handsome Jack does. His is a choleric concept of order, whereas my concept of order is melancholy. I am of melancholy phlegmatic temperament, with tertiary choleric tendencies. That's not to say all cholerics are inherently lawful evil. The actor Bill Chappell, who is also, or was, a cop, I think he's retired now, is an example of choleric lawful good. He's awesome. He was in the movie Street Trash. He played Bill James.
I am in this location!
No!
And open! Just a little added security.
Looter shooters
Bully
reward
logs
the
at bay,
patient,
or they'll rip your eyes out.
the resourceful.
Sorry about the mess. Everything Jack kills, he dumps here. Bandits, vault hunters, claptrap units. If I sound pleased about this, it's only because my programmers made this my default tone of voice. I'm actually quite depressed. Now, the creatures around here are dangerous. None more than this bullymong named Knuckle Dragger. Killed everyone I know. Anywho, I keep a pistol in the cabinet over there for emergencies. But in here, we should be pretty safe. The gun in the cabinet.
Yeah, I'll get to it. Sheesh, you act like it's an emergency or something. That guy dresses like me. Militia porn. if I was into porn, that would be the kind of porn I would be into. But I don't do porn.
Once upon a time, 4 Vault Hunters changed Pandora forever. But their time has passed. Thanks to Handsome Jack, Pandora needs a new hero. I know that hero is you.
Apart from the excruciating pain, this is great! I've been waiting for a mighty Vault Hunter to help me reach Sanctuary. I will be your wise leader, and you shall be my fearsome minion!
How do you register pain, Clappy? Oh, Jacob's claptrap. You meet one just like this in the zombie island of Dr. Ned. That is just a snazzy motif. I like that. Maybe because it matches my own Jacob's logo.
Let's see.
So we've got a doll pistol, which is technically a machine pistol. Fires 2-round bursts, but that still counts as a machine pistol. A flat-off assault rifle. Well, first let's look at how these are parted. This is not the best way for a doll machine pistol to be parted. It has a TDR... No, that's a bandit barrel. A bandit barrel and a TDR grip. Flat-off assault rifle with a flat-off barrel, a doll stock, and I'm pretty sure that's a doll grip. A Hyperion SMG with a Malawan barrel, a Malawan stock, and a Malawan grip. So that's a perfect fusion of Hyperion and Malawan. That looks pretty snaz, especially with the gearbox motif, which is totally reminiscent of S&S Munitions from Borderlands 1, which was one of my favorite manufacturers in Borderlands 1. And this Jacob's sniper rifle with a Hyperion barrel, a doll stock, that looks like a doll grip, and not quite sure about the scope. It looks Hyperion. Correct me if I'm wrong, by all means. It's either Hyperion or Malawan. One is hexagonal, the other is octagonal, and I often get them mixed up. I'm pretty sure the Hyperion scope compared to the Malawan has more zoom. This has 6.1 power zoom. I'm going to use the weapon that you're supposed to use, at least for now.
Great! Just let me get this door open and we'll hunt ourselves a bully mob.
Another Jacob's clap.
Onward, seeing eye minion! Let me know if I'm gonna run into anything. Ow. I'll just assume you didn't see that. Even though Knuckle Dragger blindsided me, I know my way around this glacier. I bet you will find my eye in Frostbite Crevasse.
Rear sight, but no front sight.
Stick close to the robot. He will help you get off this glacier and into the city of Sanctuary.
Auto collect.
That is the only place you will be safe.
Oh, by the way,
Buddy?
just because I'm doing a Let's Play of Borderlands 1 playthrough 2 and Borderlands 2 playthrough 1 doesn't mean I might not also start up a Let's Play at some point of Half-Life 1, Half-Life 2, Metro 2033, maybe Opposing Force. If I do Opposing Force,
I hear bully on!
it'll only be after I do Half-Life
Check
1.
me, Squire!
These are just ideas, not set in stone plans.
Cool story, bro.
Even though this lacks front sight, at least the rear sight lines up with the center of your view, which is at least serviceable for gameplay purposes.
Let's go!
A gun like this would never exist in real
Get
life.
to Sanctuary.
Fires only 2-round bursts, that's only when you're aiming, of course. Yet is supplied with a 10-round mag.
Your master needs help! Again? Jack's tearing Pandora apart to find the vault.
Machine pistol should have a bare minimum of an 18-round mag.
Earthquakes. That, or your mom just got out of bed.
Zing!
You'll need that funny little robot's help to reach Sanctuary, the last bastion of the resistance against Jack, and the only place you'll be truly safe. Get to Sanctuary.
Ooh. Ooh. Are you fighting?
Axe happy, Axton is axe happy.
Get me out of here before more Pullymons arrive. You still there? I don't hear Pullymons anymore. Kind of many thanks, friend of friends. Onward!
Hey kiddo, Jack here, president of Hyperion. Let me explain how things work here. The Vault Hunters show up, Vault Hunter looks for the new vault, Vault Hunter gets killed by me. You see in the problem here? You're still alive. So if you could just do me a favor and off yourself, that'd be great. Thanks, Pumpkin.
Kiddo, Pumpkin. He really knows how to condescend, doesn't he? Plus, wait a minute, Jack. I thought you wanted to use me as a patsy or something. I don't like the term patsy used in that context. I mean, patsy is a name. Don't you think people with the name Patsy would be offended by the fact that it's also a term used in that context?
Oh, my eyes just switched back on. I see a tough-looking minion and an incredibly handsome robot, which means that whoever has my eye is very close.
He got distracted by getting stuck on a piece of scenery, and I totally took advantage of it.
They're coming out of the wall sphincters. Now we just gotta find someone to put it back into me. Much as I'm sure you'd like to jam your fist into my skull, optic surgery is best left to professionals. My pal Hammerlock in Liarsburg can fix me up. Allons see.
A Jacobs revolver already. Unfortunately, the sights don't line up right. With this, it's kind of the opposite of the doll that I currently have. But the doll has a rear sight that lines up, but no front sight, because it has a banded barrel which lacks a front sight.
Let's say we cut through it, chum.
Whatever nonsensical reason. But this, the rear groove sight,
This door's
doesn't line up with the front post sight.
And open.
I don't understand that. At the very least, the front sight does line up with the center of your view, for the most part. It might be off by a couple of pixels, but I find it serviceable for gameplay
it was
purposes.
nice knowing you. I hear getting eaten alive by bullybogs isn't such a bad way to go.
Let me get that for you. Executing phase shift. You're welcome. Perks of being an artificial intelligence. I'm networked into almost everything on this planet. It's a long way to Sanctuary. Please take whatever you need for the journey ahead.
In the words of Homer Simpson, don't mind if I do!
Minion, roll out!
Oh, look at that. Level 3 Jacobs coach gun. No, it's a 2.
Let me know when you're ready to go meet with Sir Hammerlock, Minion. This way!
Let's take this. I think is the best parting I've ever had of this. No, almost the best. At first I thought that was a Jacobs forearm, but upon closer inspection I think it's a TDR. Jacobs would be better. And a Torg stock. The best stocks and forearms, or in other words furniture to have on a shotgun in this game, are Hyperion or Torg. Hyperion improves accuracy, Torg improves damage. So I have matching two-piece set of Jacobs guns already. I love Jacobs guns in this game. This has a Malawan barrel and a dull grip. I consider them to be a matching set. If they don't have to be parted in a matching fashion, but they have to be the same manufacturer, same level, and same label color. I consider that to be a matching set.
Vámonos, Minion! Arriba, arriba!
Is that everything? I think it is, yeah.
Come on, Minion! Andiamo!
These sights don't line up right either. You aim over the rear sight. Well, you should line the front sight up with the rear sight. They should line up.
This way to Southern Shelf, Minion! Let's go!
They anti-line up right. I'm going to be complaining about that all the way through this Lima Papa. Because there are so many guns that have inhibited utility because of that. And that's a problem for someone like me who prefers iron sights over scopes.
Captain Flint. The jerk kept me as his torture plaything for a few months. We played games like Dodge the Blowtorch and Don't Get Dunked into the Pool of Acid. I was really good at the first one.
Attention, people of Pandora. Handsome Jack here, offering $1 million to whoever brings me the head of the Vault Hunter who just arrived in Liarsburg. Oh, and I'm still offering a reward for Roland, the mass-murdering leader of the Crimson Raiders. Good hunting, bandits!
Yeah. Doom style shotgun. Doom 2 style. I'm only traversing back up here to see if the bullymongs that died up here from my awesome shotgun blast. Dropped it.
$1 million bucks! Alright, boys, this is Captain Flint. I want you to find that Vault Hunter and bring him to me now!
Oh wait, this shotgun holds 1 round.
Of my voice!
And it's a double barrel. Double barrel shotgun that holds 1 round. Logic? Mathematics?
Hey, Hammerlock!
Apparently outdated concepts.
Spectacular! First Captain Flint's bandits attack, the claptrap shows up. I must have been horrified and cruel to puppies in a previous life to deserve this kind of treatment. I say, Vault Hunter, could you kill Flint's men for me? Got a proposition for you, Vault Hunter. You give up, we'll just shoot you in the head. It'll be quick, clean, and a hell of a lot less painful than what Handsome Jack will do to you.
Still effective.
What is wrong with you boys? Just kill that slag lick so we can get our reward.
Fan the hammer. Top break.
Oh no! Bullymongs!
As a bullymong, I guess the bandit perceives me as the greater threat, which might have been true under different circumstances.
I'm still here. I can't believe this. Damn it! This ain't over, Grinder!
Hey, Hammerlock! Since my minion just saved your town, you want to do your bestie Claptrap a favor and repair my eye?
Yes, I suppose I am in your debt now, aren't I? Come to my shack and I shall restore Claptrap's sight. First, I shall shut off the electrical fence for you. Please stay back, Vault Hunter. Let Claptrap go first.
I knew Hammerlock would come around eventually. Me and him are like 2 peas in a pod. 2 bullets in a bag. 2 cannibal midgets in a fat guy's ribcage.
Apologies, but when Claptrap speaks, I feel my brain cells committing suicide one by one. I shall be out directly.
A pleasure to meet you, Vault Hunter. I am Sir Hammerlock.
I like this guy.
At your service. I came out here to research the bullymongs for my almanac, but Captain Flint's men trapped me on this glacier. Many thanks for disposing of them, by the way. To survive a direct run with Handsome Jack and defeat Captain Flint's bandits, unheard of. I'm headed to Sanctuary myself. From what I hear, the Crimson Raiders there could use a hero like you. Now, if you could hand me the robot's eye, please.
He wears his belt in left-handed configuration.
Now, I need only connect this to this.
Left side of the brim of his hat is pinned up.
I am alive!
Oh dear, he's talking again.
nothing but murderers or jerkbags, like that Hammerlock dude.
I'm standing right here, dude. Now that Liarsburg is clear, I might as well turn on the main power. This town's full of things that may be of use to a go-getting slayer of men like yourself.
Scabbard on his back.
Minion, roll out!
And left-handed configuration.
I see our fearless leader Jack is looking for it. Charming fellow, isn't he? Spouts drivel about bringing peace to the frontier, then shoots unarmed men, women, and children like it was going out of style. Ah, I'm spouting exposition again, aren't I? Apologies!
I guess we could imagine that one of the firing pins is broken on this shotgun, which is why it only holds 1 round instead of 2. That's just me trying to impose logic.
Wow. Come on, work, curse you! Ah, fecal matter. The bounty board's broken. The resistance must have disconnected it before they left the sanctuary. I planned to post some jobs for you. Ah well, just speak to me instead. Oh, Captain Flint. Killed it. In Liarsburg, I see no reason that wild bullymong should lollygag about the place, disrespecting the memories of the former townsfolk. If you could clear the town of them, that would be most gentlemanly.
The objectives on your HUD pertain to your active mission. You can change your active mission by using the mission log in your Echo device.
Time to shop.
Guns, guns, guns!
Now, this is a good machine pistol. Torgue barrel, Torgue grip. Both add extra damage, I think. Good magazine size. This one has a Torgue reflex sight, a Bandit barrel, a Jacob's grip. I'm going to sell these. TDR barrel, Bandit grip. This apparatus here is part of the grip, or comes with the grip. Having a Bandit grip increases magazine size.
Tear the bad guys a new one, huh?
Oh yeah. Now I think I can listen to this uninterrupted.
Axton, the rest of the battalion ships out to Themis tomorrow, and I don't want you with us. Not as a soldier, and not as a husband.
What? What the hell, Sarah?
Remember Hestius? Instead of protecting the dignitary assigned to your command, you put a tracker on him, gave him to the enemy, tracked them back to their base, and blew it up, with the dignitary still inside.
Yeah, which was awesome. You can't pretend that wasn't awesome.
Demophon, Thrace, Tantalus, you consistently prioritize personal glory over following orders. I don't need a soldier like that.
So what now?
That's not a
You gonna
soldier.
turn me over to the firing squad? Unless they've changed the rules on me, I'm pretty sure Semper Fi means forever.
You are correct. At 0900 tomorrow, the MPs will escort you to the brig where you will await your execution. As your commanding officer, I cannot officially suggest you go AWOL tonight and try your luck on the border planets.
Too bad. That would have been good advice. What's this?
My wedding ring. You can keep it. I never liked diamonds.
Ouch.
I've never listened to that whole thing before because it always gets interrupted by Claptrap. That's why it's best to wait until later to listen to those things. So, Axton is essentially a war criminal. Lending credence to Jack's claim that the Vault Hunters are actually villains.
Almost dead? I can fix that.
Probably not going to be blowing any dosh just yet.
You won't find better merchandise
I'm just
anywhere
looking
else.
at what's
bet you
available
that.
for the sake of satisfying
2 words, my friend.
curiosity.
No refund.
I'll do this till I get at least one level of hurly-burly. Ah, 2-for-1 sale. If you have the patience, you can stand here and do this until you have hurly-burly maxed out, just for the XP.
That's one area free of bullymons. This would be an even greater achievement if anyone in Liarsburg was still alive to celebrate your victory, but still, well done!
Bullymongs have a split jaw, like mandibles or something. Which reminds me of those things from Blade 2. What were they called? Reapers or Reavers? Reapers, I think.
Hey, you found a customization station. You can use this to change your appearance and reset your skill points.
That happened.
That might be worth taking a look.
Most efficacious! Bullymongs will think twice about raiding peaceful cities in the future. Hopefully.
Oh. This looks interesting too. This is actually a revolver. How does a 2-shot gun hold an odd number of rounds? Once again, the fuzzy math in this series of games. Borderlands 1 is guilty of it too. It astounds me. See? It's a revolver. Let's see how it's parted. Dull barrel. Twin shot accessory. Torg reflex sight and a dull grip. Oh, I like that trigger. It looks like a Glock trigger. A Glock has its first stage safety built into the trigger. Glocks have a what's called a safe action mechanism. 3 safeties built into the action. Too slow a cyclic rate. Stick with this. I've found that I can more often than not trust Jacobs guns to deliver the goods. More often than not. This is a Hyperion machine pistol, which uses a top-fed mag. Hyperion guns all seem to use kind of an FNP90-esque method of feeding combined with caseless ammo, which reminds me of the HK G11. This has a bandit barrel and a TDOR grip, so this is parted in a manner comparable to that Dahl machine pistol that I sold moments ago.
Please make Captain Flint's death as prolonged as possible, would you?
Oh!
Quite the douche he is. Do you see my hat? It is the hat of a gentleman, and yet it's missing something, some je ne sais quoi. I think some bullymong fur might do the trick if you could bring me some. To harvest bullymong fur, you'll need to rip it from their hides with your bare hands. Just weaken a bullymong with gunfire, then finish him off with fisticuffs.
This is the first time this has ever happened. A spinning gun right from the start. Now, I'm really not a big fan of the spinning gun barrel. First of all, because it doesn't make sense the way it's attached. I mean, how do the bullets feed? From here, here's the receiver. Here's the ejection port. Charging handle is on this side, so it's like designed in the manner that some German guns. This is a Vladov stock, which looks like it's based on the stocks of the Walter MPL and MPK, mid-20th century, I want to say, West German submachine guns. So even though they're going for a mostly Russian motif, but there are some designs worked in from other places too. Anyway, I'll go ahead and get some use out of it. Sights almost line up right. And this has an accessory on the stock that improves something.
Haven't found anything good? My weapon machines will fix that for you.
Hey. Now this is awesome. A Jacobs iron. That's a Jacobs revolver with a Jacobs barrel. And it has a Torg grip, which improves damage. And it has a Jacobs sight. I call that a double aperture target sight. I guess it could qualify as some kind of I don't know, some kind of
Check back later to see my new weapon of the day. Later, Vault Hunt.
reflex sight, I guess.
You can never be too well armed.
I'm going to hold on to the shotgun.
Check back later to
for now, until I have a suitable replacement for it. Time to venture forth. I like the flat-off twin barrel assembly better than the spinny gun barrel assembly. And I especially like it on a Dahl assault rifle. That creates a rifle called the Double Tap, which is my favorite assault rifle. White label. Hold on a sec.
We've hijacked the train that runs through the dust. If all goes well, we should get to Sanctuary in a day's time. Hyperion hasn't diverted any troops from New Haven to pursue us, and a sandstorm has devoured their nearest frontier town. We just need... Oh! Damn it! Everyone, get away from the windows!
You've discovered one of Helena Pierce's audio logs.
Helena.
She was a lieutenant in the Crimson Raiders, the anti-Hyperion resistance. I'd be very interested to know what became of her. If you could find the rest of those audio logs, I would be more than happy to pay you for them.
White label Jacobs revolvers are top break, in the style of a Webley or Schofield. More like a Schofield since they're single action. By the way, real Old West gunslingers didn't use the fan the hammer technique. That's only done by trick shooters, exhibition shooters, with customized guns. We can assume that Jacobs guns were built for style as well as gunfighting.
How'd that feel, huh?
Did I earn a... I could have sworn I saw something that said I had earned a player skin earlier, or a head.
I'm not done!
Getting good gear right from the start. I mean, I don't like spinning guns, but most would consider this to be a desirable weapon. Salvador could really get more use out of it. When I play as Sal, I prefer Torg blast rifles. That's why I call them instead of assault rifles because they use gyrojet ammo. Bat-like creatures.
Hey, everybody! How are you? Jack here.
What is the meaning of this?
I'm sorry. What was your name?
Pierce.
Well, Miss Pierce, and please don't tell me it's Mrs. Pierce and break my heart. This train doesn't belong to you. So why don't you turn around and face me, Pumpkin?
This train was commandeered legally under the...
Holy nutballs! What happened to your freaking face? Okay, how about this? Lady, I don't even know what to call you. You tell me why you look like you headbutted a belt sander, and I'll let all you go right now.
My husband gave me a skag pearl ring. The pearl released hunger-inducing pheromones.
Oh, you know what? I am so sorry. I just, forgive me. Where's your husband now?
He's dead.
That is a heartbreaker. But you got something in common with him now, at least.
That bandit over there was being a spastic little gremlin.
Oh, holy crap! Did you see your head? It was like... Oh my god! Wilhelm, kill these savages.
Understood.
That was supposed
Jack
to...
killed her, did he? Shame. A real shame. Please return the echoes to me whenever you are capable of doing so.
That was supposed to open up. Minor glitch. That wasn't a tough decision. Higher resale value if I decide not to. I probably will sell it. Hyperion barrel, TDR grip. Hyperion barrels look and function awesomely on revolvers because they look like a low axis barrel that lines up with the bottom chamber, like a Chiappa Rhino or a Matiba. Some people describe Jacob's revolvers as semi-automatic,
Fire gun already.
but they're not. They're single action.
Later.
There are such things as semi-automatic revolvers. They could also be described as inertia-operated, auto-charging, single-action revolvers. Let's see if I can pull this off. Normally I like to be at the very least the same level as the mission I'm on. But Axton is a daring guy. I'm sure he has redeeming qualities. He's ornery. Like me! Only I'm not a war criminal. so tempting to go for a
Critical!
A stunning riposte. Now, collect
long
the fur.
shot.
In addition to making for a spectacular hat decoration, I shall study the fur for my almanac about the creatures of Pandora. There, you've weakened that bullymong. Now give him a mighty blow with your melee weapon and take his fur.
See what I'm trying to do? Shoot them in some non-critical area until they've got just barely a fraction of health left. Couple of criticals.
Bullymong is injured. Now deliver the coup de grace with your melee weapon.
Yikes. See, this is challenging. The bigger ones are. Good recharge rate on this shield. This will be so worth it, though. Because you get a level 5, I think. Yeah, level 5 Jacob sniper rifle. I hope it turns out to be a muck-a-muck.
Lovely, he's weak. Now finish him off with a melee strike. Apologize, I wasn't clear enough. You see, you'll need to kill the bullymong with a melee attack in order to harvest its fur. Sure, you could try to steal the fur from a bullymong's dead body, but where's the fun in that? Blatantly unreasonable requests. Oh!
You're not getting away from me.
Lovely, he's weak. Now finish him off with a melee strike. Now give him a mighty blow with your melee weapon and take his fur! That sample will do admirably. Find me a few more, if you please.
Ooh, are you collecting bullymong fur? I love that stuff. It's soft, warm, and really good at absorbing robot tears. Once you're done collecting all the fur, why don't you bring it to me instead of Hammerlock?
I overheard Claptrap asking you for the bullymong fur you're collecting, as I fear he would do something irredeemably stupid with it, like make a mohawk out of it or something. Let me sweeten the deal. If you bring me the fur, I shall give you one of my finest sniper rifles.
That does sound like a sweet deal.
So, Hammerlock wants to give you a sniper rifle. I laugh at his offer. Ha! If you bring me the fur, I'll give you a badass shotgun I found in the hands of a dead vault hunter. It's really fresh. You can still smell the sadness on it.
Wonderful. You've gotten all the fur I need. Bring it to me and my sniper rifle shall be yours.
Screw that noise. Bring me the fur, and I'll give you a shotgun.
Always go for the sniper rifle. At least that's what I suggest. Because it's the only one you'll get this early in the game. Whereas shotguns, you can find serviceable or even exceptional shotguns early enough. Notice I'm crouching. There's a reason for that. Crouching Tiger hidden assault rifle. Oh, this revolver is so awesome, and it's a 7-shooter. The first revolver I ever owned was a Taurus 627 Tracker. 7-shot, 357 Magnum. Taurus also makes an 8-shot, 357. The model 608. Hey, hey! Worth it coming over here, most definitely. 123, 101, 134. You win. Just to be sure. Well, you know, this one is more balanced. With recharge rate and recharge delay. So I will take the more balanced one. I'm looking around for ice chunks to break. You can boost Axton's melee strength also. State of the badass art. I'm probably going to be using that phrase quite often during the duration of this Lima Papa. State of the badass art, Foxtrot Tango Whiskey. I think the type of shotgun you get from Claptrap is random. It can be any make, any model, parted any way. But the sniper rifle you get from Sir Hammerlock is always a Jacobs. It can be parted in different ways.
A trillion thanks, Vault Hunter. You've helped a foolish old man look far more badass than he deserves. I'm referring to myself, of course.
There's the Bullymong fur. A Dialb. I'll take it. Not my prime choice. .1 power scope. That's a Jacob scope, flat off barrel. I think that's a Hyperion stock. And it has a foregrip accessory. I forget what that does. Logic would suggest that it improves stability when firing, but I don't know. Well, here's something. A benefit of having a flat-off barrel is boosted magazine, or in this case cylinder size, 9 rounds. I think that comes at the expense of overall damage, or damage per shot. So fire rate doesn't mean much on a green label Jacobs, because I think green label Jacobs sniper rifles, and don't quote me on this, function like double action revolvers, and the bolt on the right side pops the cylinder
I
out.
got them, you need them.
Not going to buy that. Still going to keep this.
See you soon.
Please insert any donated organs into the receptacle below. Stay alive out there.
It's a fine day, full of opportunity. High quality, low prices, and no questions asked. May it keep you safe in your travels. May it help you kill many things. Tell your friend, Marcus Munitions.
This class mod goes right there. Jacobs revolver, Jacobs logo.
If you want to survive out here for
Any length of time, you'll need a better shield. I humbly suggest paying a visit to the old Crimson Raider safe house. You'll need to take the elevator up there.
Let's see if these bandit lackeys have respawned.
Of course, I forgot. The safe house power box stopped working after Claptrap
Red
attempted
left
to
hand.
integrate with it.
Ah, what a kidder! Just get a new fuse for the elevator and ignore what he said about that power box.
Isn't it interesting that I have a flat-off spinning gun and a Jacobs Dialb? Interesting because they both have flat-off barrels. This is a better vantage point. I can't really tell. Sometimes I can pull off that shot. Oh, this view bob. View sway, whatever. I was thinking I might be able to sneak up there and hack his head off. Really? Clipping issue. No.
There's a fuse on the other side of that electric fence. Just run through the fence. You won't take damage if you go fast enough.
Fuse box count.
Just plug that fuse in a Brewster's power box, and you'll be able to ride the elevator.
You ever watch Spoonie's Let's Play of The Thing, the game? There are like dozens and dozens of fuse boxes in that game.
Well, I'll pay you back for that. Open wide. Challenging.
I'm stealing all the frags. Who would stash weapons and gear in an outhouse?
How'd that feel, huh?
I like the rev up sound of this spinning gun. Not going there yet. Just wanted to collect everything.
Got the elevator working, have you? Great. Now simply ascend to the safe house and buy a shield. This used to be a sizable hub for the Resistance until everyone heard the Hyperion army approaching and fled to Sanctuary.
Buy from me if you want to live.
I think the leaden shield is the one I usually go with. My favorite bandit pistol, the only bandit pistol I actually like, the Rat-a-Tat-a. I like dull machine pistols if they have matching dull barrel.
That's that.
I will buy the cheapest shield and then sell it right back. Looks like 167.
Well done. Now, if you could return to Liarsburg, we could see about getting you off this frigid glacier.
167 is the cheapest. Let's take a look at this. That has to have optics, or I won't use it. Because bandits, for some reason, don't understand the concept of iron sights or how important it is for them to line up properly. It's not rocket surgery.
Luge!
I kind of feel like I'm playing Metro 2033 with these weapons. Assault rifle and revolver. Actually, this is a machine gun. Ha! Caught him snoozing. And I took advantage of it. I'll be getting use out of that soon enough. I like to play aggressively. So much more fun when it's visceral. Incendiary. Likely a Malawan pistol. Meat puppets. Pioneers of Forbidden Places.
That was cool!
Forbidden Places is one of my favorite songs by the band Meat Puppets. Also Pop Skull.
Protection from bullets, ho! Would you like to do battle with a midget riding piggyback on a bullymong?
I sure would.
The answer is yes. Please proceed to the southern shelf and defeat Midgemong for me. If the answer is no, you are sad, and I have no desire to speak with you further.
I like it! Let's see. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a double-action revolver and the bolt is only used to pop the cylinder out.
Dead when you can buy from me. I'm always happy to take your money.
Whereas a blue label is actually bolt action. I don't think I've ever found a blue label Dial.
You won't find better merchandise anywhere else. I made sure of that. Nothing like a good sale. 2 words, my friend. No refund.
What am I hoping to find? What kind of gear would I like? Specifically weapons. Oh, Torg Lance would be good. Or a doll double tap. Either of those. It doesn't necessarily have to be a Torg Lance. A Torg Lance is a Torg blast rifle with a Jacobs barrel. That right there is a Jacobs revolver with a TDR barrel, Torg grip, and a twin shot accessory.
Buy from me if you want to live. Come on back anytime. You won't find better merchandise anywhere else. I made sure of that. Don't die. I need your business.
I will be looking to... I need my power weapons. We'll be looking to phase out everything that's below level, let's say, 4. Frivolous tactical reload, maybe not so frivolous. You see why you want a sniper rifle? I was shooting from the hip on purpose because you can... there's a thingamadoozer that pertains to that. No scope, no problem. Oh.
Say hello, sweetie.
Defensive posture.
Another sentry kill.
I want that bullymong to jump down from there before I kill it to death. Otherwise it might drop something and I won't be able to get it. Is this a level 2 shotgun and it's taken out, or was that a level 5 enemy with 2 single shots? Gotta love Jacobs. Power. And accuracy. I knew this would be worthwhile. See how that's parted. Malawan, Surfeit, Umbrage, Surfeit, I don't know how to pronounce that. That's a word I'm not familiar with even. I'm not familiar with either of these words. Anyway, and I'm usually pretty good with lingo. Flat off barrel, Torgue grip, Jacobs, double aperture target sight. 12 divided by 2, so it's basically a 6-shooter, and it appears to have a triangular cylinder. Believe it or not, this is actually a revolver. I have never found a dog grenadier this early before. Yeah, it's a shotgun with a scope, but Hyperion barrel. I'll take it. I don't like the dog grenadier. You'd think that someone like me who loves grenade launchers in Stalker would like the... I like the Jacobs cannon better. The Jacobs cannon is my favorite Torgue-barreled weapon in the assault rifle class. Watch this reload. Well, hold on a sec. Get these rack off my back. Rack off my back. I like this reload animation. Oh, fell right through the map. At least it was a white. Yeah, that happens in this game. Now what if that had been something greener, better, and useful? What if it had been a legendary? People have complained about that before. A legendary falls from an enemy, it falls right through the map, and you can't get it. It disevaporates, it ceases to exist. This has a bandit forearm which contradicts the Hyperion barrel. Oh, there's always more than I expect. Always at least one more. Level 6. Sheesh, how much stuff did I scrounge? I'm almost full. Oh. Weapons bottom speed. I always prioritize survivability first. Let's see how this is parted. Hyperion barrel, flat off forearm, bandit stock, and I don't know what kind of scope. Torg barrel, flat off stock, bandit grip. I've found that the grenades lobbed by the Dull Grenadier just aren't explodey enough. They don't deal enough damage per shot. The Jacobs cannon launches cannonballs that bounce, so it kind of reminds me of the Orca bomb propeller from Killing Floor 1. Kind of like rubberized grenades from Borderlands 1. Rubberized grenades in Borderlands 2, as many of you know, are a completely different story. I'm not venturing over there just yet. See if I've got anything cheaper than 42 resale. Yeah. 32 is the cheapest. Which is ironic because this is actually pretty good for even, I mean, for a white label, it's good. It's a dull machine pistol with a matching dull barrel, a Torg grip. I might want to use this. Well, no. Not since I've got better, higher level stuff. 47. I'll just come back after I sell stuff. It disevaporated. The Hyperion shotgun barrel lacks a front sight, and oftentimes shotguns with Hyperion barrels don't line up properly with the center of your view, which I don't understand.
A fantastic day for capitalism. Pleasure doing business. Good luck.
Please insert any donated organs into the receptacle below.
This looks like it has a Malawan sight. Yes, it does. And a Tor grip and a dull barrel. Good magazine capacity. 35 rounds. I might actually go with the TMP over the iron. By the way, TMP stands for Tactical Machine Pistol. Steyr makes a machine pistol called the TMP. It's Austrian. Also, there's no way 35 rounds would fit in this dinky mag unless it's a micro caliber. I know it's a game, I'm overthinking it. But like I said, that's what I do. Normally, I would choose between this and the Malawan. Only carry one each of the 4 types of weapons you have available at this point. Pistol, shotgun, assault rifle, and sniper rifle. And you only get the one sniper rifle.
Hope you've had your shots.
You don't find SMGs until later on. And I don't have an assault rifle. So I will...
Try not to die. High quality, low prices, and no questions asked.
keep both of these
Come back anytime.
pistols until I find a good assault rifle. Oh, yeah. I keep checking the time, which is my way of checking my drive space by proxy. Just took a restroom break. Okay, so this machine pistol, TMP, will serve as my proxy assault rifle. Oftentimes I've found machine pistols in this game outmode most assault rifles on all stats except accuracy. I could have taken cover better.
Bury me with Johnny.
Bury you with what? With a shotty? As in your favorite shotgun? I guess. Oh, sure, but someone's just gonna dig it up. I probably should have left those for later. Zoinks. Good thing threw that grenade right into my face where I could plainly see it. Thank you for doing that. Oftentimes I can get good stuff out of here. No exception. How does a gun with an even number of barrels hold an odd number of rounds? Well, it says 5, but it actually holds 6. And look at that, another machine gun with a spinning gun barrel. Notice the low damage. Bandit assault rifles and light machine guns tend to be mediocre on damage. But a lot of other bandit guns are actually decent or even better than decent. Chunks! Ugh.
Heads up, badass!
This is more effective if you can jam it in their face. Made entirely out of Torg parts, aside from the barrel, which is Jacob's. 2 ammo per shot, yet it holds 5. But like I said, it actually means it holds 6. Yeah. Sights line up reasonably well. This is getting sold. Hopefully that badass, who is totally not stated the badass art,
Badass down!
will not drop his loot in the water. Of course, it's what he does. Exactly the thing I was hoping he would. Let's compare this machine gun to this machine pistol.
On the one hand...
Yeah, pretty much outmoded. The machine gun is outmoded, I mean. See if I can get close enough to pick it up without falling in. It's just a couple of bucks. Not worth the risk.
I'm not done!
Luge! Hello!
You're not stopping me!
I like how the armor incorporates tire parts as like a shoulder pauldron or spalder, whatever you call that. Spastic little gremlin. See?
One challenge down.
It's a good one up there too. I don't commonly use... Did something else fall out of there? Yes. I don't commonly use TDR shotguns. I like TDR SMGs. Hey. A stalker. Oops, I must be full. Yeah. Well, let's see what I can leave. See if I can ditch for them. I'll probably come back for some of this. Or not. If it's worth less than 50, I can leave it. The Stalker needs to have some kind of optics, because otherwise it doesn't line up right when you aim it. And technically this doesn't either. Oh, look how low that front sight is compared to the rear sight. You can call that a sight. What does he mean by that? I'm the one who knocks. Well, this was a bad idea. Really? Stuck on the scenery? Okay. I use a shotgun as a boss killer. Ditch a white. For a green. I will probably use double 11 pounder a boss killer. And I'll use machine pistol and sniper rifle to fight my way to Midgemont. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Ugh. There's one more. Twin-shot machine pistol.
Ah, what an unlikely symbiotic relationship. Two deadly creatures cooperating to survive this harsh environment. Also, the midget looks like a little human backpack, and that's funny.
Took a different route. Normally I fight my way around this way.
Wonderful! That fracas was most helpful to my studies on Bullymong social structures. Return to the bounty board at your earliest convenience.
It's hilarious. I've never looked at that midge up close before. Also, I don't think I've ever used this ladder before. Usually a badass spawns in here.
Guns! Glorious guns!
Not accurate enough. Too slow fire rate.
I've always got new stock. Check back later. You're an organ donor, right?
Wasn't so
Good luck.
challenging.
Goodbye, friend. Drop anywhere else, I'll have you killed. Tell your friend, Marcus, musician.
Is that a rocket torpedo and a bang stick? Oh. Rocket torpedo. Torg. Barrel. Torg stuck. Bandit grip. I prefer the bang stick over the double 11 pounder.
All right, what do we got here?
This one has a TDR barrel and a Jacobs grip. That grip looks like the saw grip of an Ithaca auto and burglar gun. Also, the TDR barrel on a shotgun, it gives it neither bonus nor penalty, so it's neutral. It's like the basic standard issue shotgun barrel. Looks like an over-under barrel assembly, but it only functions that way if it's on a Jacobs shotgun. Also, that's a Torg forearm, which I think increases damage. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Let's just get this out of the way. Yes, most of my merchandise was ripped from the hands of dead adventurers.
I don't know which of these to keep. They're both good. This one has a Torg barrel and a flat-off grip, twin shot accessory. Got some use out of the other one, so I think I will use this one. It's a level lower, but yeah.
Lock and load.
Gunners! Now you're gonna pay! Gunners for guts! Whoa!
Tear the bad guys and do what, huh?
Yeah, there's the badass that I was expecting earlier.
Say hello, beautiful!
Hyperion grip, dull barrel. No sights, and the aiming is wonky, with the barrel apparently tilted up, but at least it lines up with the center of your face. Which makes it serviceable for gameplay purposes, though not optimized. Not optimal. I've actually had a Kerblaster drop from Midgemog once. A level 1 Kerblaster. And I typically remember to do all 4 of these, this ending up as the 4th. So there's one more out there somewhere. I'll try to remember where it is. Oh!
Say hello, sweetie! Here they are!
Crouching Tiger, hidden assault rifle.
Haven't found anything good? My weapon machines will fix that for you.
Oh. A twin shot. Jacob's Widowmaker. Twofer Widowmaker. Torg Barrel. Hyperion Grip. Once again, how does this make sense? Twin shot, odd number of rounds. Oops. Dull barrel, Hyperion grip.
Later, Vault Hunter.
I would consider these to be about evenly matched. Now, when I fire this last shot, my 177 should drop down to 176 right before I reload. Yep. Which means this technically actually holds 12. Firing 2 at a time. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then this. Oh, with that kind of recoil, it's no contest. I'm keeping the Jacobs. 2 Jacobs and 2 Torg.
Why loot the dead when you can buy from me?
Oh. Bushwhack. I love these. But I don't like them with scopes because it's unnecessary. They can be really surprisingly accurate if they have the right parts. This one looks like it has a TDR stock of forearm. Hyperion would be better. Bayonet. Oh, how I like bayonets so much.
A pleasure as always. Don't have too much fun.
No such thing as too much fun.
I'll patch you up whenever you need it.
What did I say before? 4 weapons? There's 5, actually. Would be 6. No, wait. Here early on. Handgun, assault rifle, shotgun. Won't find SMGs till later. And sniper rifle, and you won't find rocket launchers till later. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I was right. 4. And I've got 1 of each of those.
Give me something to pound.
Bizarre. Ha. You should watch some of my freak out videos. Yeah, dig it. Oh, the bang stick is, I think, my favorite torch shot. It's just well-rounded. Oh. And then I find one of these. Move. Got stuck on something. All these good Torg guns. Stuck on the scenery again. Don't make obstacles out of non-obstacles. Please. That's so tiresome. Enemies keep spawning next to me. I think that's what's causing it. Yeah, I overlooked something. I overlooked something in regard to the telescopes. Anyway, this is entirely Torg, except for the bandit barrel. Torg stock, Torg forearm, even a Torg reflex sight. But I'm going to keep the bang stick instead, because it's more efficient on ammo. Also, I'm going to keep the root instead of the torpedo. For the same reason. Once again with the sights. Why do you aim so high over the rear sight? At least the front sight lines up. Same with that. Blue label, the iron sights on blue label Torg blast rifles always line up right. Anyway, at this point, guns that use 3 or 4 ammo per shot are going to be too inefficient. 2 per shot, that's acceptable. The DPS makes this more efficient. Not just numerically efficient on ammo, but did my axe even, it looked like it made contact, and yet oh, this game. Torg guns aren't good against rack, generally. Yeah, this was a bad idea. I should have taken this. I should have. And now I'm getting stuck on the scenery. Torg revolver barrel kind of looks like it has 2 barrels, over under. And it would actually be possible to make a double barrel revolver that worked. They would have to have a double hammer also.
When you think murder, think Marcus.
It's not murder, it's self-defense.
Lovely.
I'm not a killer, I kill
You're
killers.
my millionth customer. Don't let it go to your head. Good luck.
Obligatory Bruce Campbell quote.
Dead. I'll keep you that way. See you real soon, I'm sure.
This first episode is going to end up being like 3 hours, unless I break it up. I don't know how I'm going to edit this. I might make a long first episode, or I might break this up into 2 episodes. Right now, I'm just speculating. Got myself into a corner. That was not a good idea. Jacobs and Torg. I like both. I also like Dahl. Oops. That's right. Still got that silly firecracker. I forgot that fuel tank regenerated it. Did he just drop a song reference? Never gonna give you up? Yes, I like this. This Torg slippery root.
Exemplary!
Only one thing left to do. I'm going to check this shop over here just out of curiosity, even though everything I have is better than what's going to be in there. And then I'll call it for this session.
You can never be too well
Oh,
armed.
yeah. Nothing interesting. Already unlocked.
I always got new stock. Check back. Welcome, customer. Lovely. You're my millionth customer. Don't remember, we're always open.
Oh, I can't think of a Bruce Campbell quote to end this session with. So I will just say, see you in the funny papers.